Thank you for watching WGMC-TV Binghamton.
Something's happening on WGMC-TV Binghamton.
Ross, Shelley Mannix, Owen Evans, and Jay Purdy.
Good evening. 24-year-old Robert Fadden, formerly of Montrose, has today been formally accused of killing 3 people as they slept in their beds late last month.
Good evening. This is Newsbrief. An Endicott man has been arrested on drug charges. He's 37-year-old Lewis Collins of 215 Odell Avenue, arrested in the joint investigation involving State Endicott and Johnson City Police. Broome County is temporarily shelving efforts to look further into selection of a site for a new location for its health department and maybe its social services and mental health departments as well. A committee named by the county executive to look into the situation was named too close to the election. That's Newsbrief. Good night.
This is First News 34, live at 11, with Paula Gorell, Randy Cook, and Kurt Smutko on sports.
Good evening, I'm Paula Gorell.
And I'm Randy Cook.
Sometime in the future, we may be seeing some federally subsidized housing being built outside of Binghamton.
Good evening. I'm Bernard Fianti. WMGC-TV is changing hands. Earlier today, it was announced that Citadel Communications will take over operations.
WMGC-TV, Binghamton.
Bringing you the first in local, national, and world news. The latest in the world of sports. And up-to-the-minute weather.
Good evening, I'm Paula Gorell.
Ray, I've got the last story tonight. I've got the last word. And finally tonight, we leave you with a story of a sporting event, fishing to be more exact. It's Bob Huckabone's Carpy Celebrity Pro-Am. It was held today at Griffin Park in Endicott. These fishermen, some pros, just some fishermen for a day, were up at dawn, ready to go. The weather was perfect, and they hit the banks and the water early. Some of the guests, a chauffeur from Airport Limousine Service who drove up in other than a limo, of course, and our own Ray Carter was there. He had a tangled line at first, but nothing that kept him from catching anything. Did you catch anything?
And I didn't catch a thing. I didn't catch a darn thing. We're out of time. World News Tonight is up next. Good night.
And that's it for News Channel 34 Daybreak. For now, if you're headed out the door, enjoy your day. If not, stay with us. We're coming up on Good Morning America with Charlie Gibson and Diane Sawyer. And we're also coming up on 7 o'clock.
This is a News Channel 34 Daybreak Update.
Good morning. Welcome to this News Channel 34 Daybreak Update. I'm Colleen McCoy. Today is Monday, September 15th. Looks like many people in the greater Binghamton area are waking up without power this morning. NYSEG is reporting power outages in several parts of our area due to the high winds this morning. And trees and power lines are down in many places as well.
Near tonight, still searching for signs of Saddam. A local man was shocked at the sudden jump in his phone bill. And Broome detectives want to know if you have seen this man. It's all straight ahead on News Channel 34, 11 at 11.
Now, coverage you can count on. News Channel 34, 11 at 11.
Good evening, I'm Erin Logan.
I'm Steve Craig. We begin 11 nonstop minutes of news with the status of Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein, still a mystery. The Pentagon doesn't expect to know anytime soon whether Saddam died when U.S. bunker buster bombs hit this area of Baghdad, where he was said to be meeting with his sons yesterday.
You're watching News Channel 34, 11 at 11. Coverage you can count on with Steve Craig, Erin Logan, meteorologist Derek Hayton,
and John Elhart on sports. Now, coverage you can count on. News Channel 34, 11 at 11.
Good evening, I'm Heather Hedges. And I'm Sarah Peel. Welcome to News Channel 34, 11 at 11. We begin 11 nonstop minutes of news with heavy rains continuing across the southern tier. The rain is what's left of Hurricane Francis that hit Florida earlier this week.
Now, Greater Binghamton's local news, the storm team forecast, and local sports from News Channel 34.
Good evening, I'm James Atherley. This is News Channel 34. Wise Market Pharmacies are the latest to announce they are beginning COVID-19 vaccine distribution. This includes 3 of its Binghamton locations, 1 in West Corners, 1 on Reno Boulevard in Vestal, and this one on Robinson Street in Binghamton. The priority is those 65 and older. Immunization started today. A spokesperson for the Wise says that they are only booking 3 days in advance, so more spots will open each day if the current day is full. He says they expect a steady supply of vaccines. To make an appointment, visit wisemarkets.com/pharmacy.
The gap narrows, but only slightly. Anthony Brindisi eats into Claudia Tenney's lead as absentees are counted at 11.
Good evening, I'm Storm Team Meteorologist Jim Teskey. Back to reality today after the above normal temperatures of the last week or so. Temperatures today across southern tier, northeastern Pennsylvania, closer to normal for this time of year. Notice rain is well off to our east. We had some clouds for a while into the afternoon, but they began to thin, allowing for a little bit of clearing. Looks like things are going to stay quiet here the rest of the overnight. One thing the clearing skies have led to: cool readings across the area. These are already as of mid-evening. It's 33 in Binghamton, the airport, 31 in Elmira, and there are spots as you go farther to the north and east of Binghamton that are in the 20s already. I think a few high clouds coming in late tonight may kind of cap that drop in temperature. So by the time you wake up, temperatures may be a few degrees warmer than they are right now. Notice Binghamton at 34, 32, Newark Valley and Norwich, Marathon 34 in Ithaca. Farther to the south where clouds may be a little bit thicker, Hancock at 37. So that's how you start your day. And eventually looks like we'll see a mix of sun and clouds, and temperatures will be fairly seasonable here during the day on Friday. Now Saturday, a different story. We're watching a cold front. That'll come through Friday night. Maybe a couple of showers with that, but that will bring a chill in the air here for Saturday as a whole different air mass moves in. It's windy with some showers Sunday and then turns cooler next week, and we'll talk more about that coming up. News Channel 34 at 11 starts now.
Now, Greater Binghamton's local news, the storm team forecast, and local sports from News Channel 34.
Good evening, I'm Jim Emke. This is News Channel 34. As anticipated, absentee ballot counts are starting to eat into Claudia Tenney's lead over Anthony Brindisi in the race for New York's 22nd congressional district. Tenney had a 28,000 vote lead on election night, but far more absentee ballots were sent to registered Democrats in the district than Republicans. In partial results from Broome County, Brindisi has over 3,300 additional votes to 800 more for Tenney. Adding in counts in Oswego, Madison, and Cortland counties, and the gap has narrowed to 23,000 votes. A local Girl Scout troop teamed up with the Waterman Conservation Center to recreate a place that nature and book lovers can.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Cam LaValle, and this is News Channel 34. After holding steady for the past couple weeks, the rate of new positives and active cases of the coronavirus are starting to fall in Broome County. County Executive Jason Garnar says that the surge that followed holiday gatherings appears to be subsiding. Garnar also reiterated his support for resuming high-risk high school sports in the county.
You're watching WIVT News Channel 34, Clear Channel Television for New York.
You're watching WIVT-TV, News Channel 34.